answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. I am incognito. Well, here I am anyways. Folks, we have a new system all set up for us. The Great Reset, ooh, you bet. It is the new normal, folks. It's SHTF normal, and we're going to talk about several different topics. Now, we just had a great Sunday Night Live over Labor Day weekend, and here I am on Labor Day, laboring under the tonnage of bullshit they're heaping on us. Folks, what is the new normal? What is the SHTF normal? Well, it is propaganda just unleashed. It is government lies unleashed. It is just incredible financial, military, everything is just unleashed on us, and that's the new normal. There is no truth. There is no facts. The people are being told you will just absolutely abandon all intelligent thought in exchange for the lies our government tells us. I mean, let's start with this. Now, during Sunday Night Live, I want to thank Cottage Farm, by the way, for making a superb donation on Sunday Night Live. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it on air in time. Thank you again, Cottage Farm. You and several others are so responsible for the success of this show. Unbelievable. Now, how we, the people, have woken up. And we need to continue to wake up, people, which is why I say, share that internet address. Get it out there. People need to wake up and get prepared. Now, the lies we're getting, we had a great donation come out of the Czech Republic. In fact, there were two of them. Czech Republic. And guess what? Yeah, we were told by this viewer, right? Because we're an international broadcast. 75,000 Czechs were protesting. And I saw a picture for this, folks. This massive protest in Prague. Incredible. People are pissed off, right? They're absolutely pissed. Their energy through the roof, cost of living through the roof. So what happens? Well, the prime minister from the Czech Republic comes out and doesn't accept responsibility for what has happened. Instead, he blames Russian propaganda. Is Russian propaganda? Is that what sends people bills? Really? Russian propaganda is making people's lives more difficult. No. What's making people's lives more difficult is being told they have to pay 20 times as much for electricity. That's what's making people's lives more difficult. It's the lies from government, the lies from commercial propagandists. I mean, get this. This just came out. It's a beautiful picture of reality. It was 5 coal miners pushing an electric vehicle towards a coal plant where they're digging coal out of the ground, processing it so that it can be shipped around the country to fire power plants to create electricity using coal. And then these virtue signaling ding-dongs, these identity politics ding-dongs, charge their car and they call it green. So this beautiful picture of 5 coal miners helping a tourist push their dead EV to a coal mine. Unbelievably great. Folks, now I understand the desire for electric vehicles. It's really cool, right? It's really cool, but they have to go all the way on this green thing, right? There has to be enough green energy that's actually green and distributed through a power infrastructure system that makes sense. And we're decades from that. They need to start now, and they haven't. And that's why we're seeing this, coal miners pushing an EV to a coal plant to charge it on their power. Unbelievable, folks. And it is identity politics, right? It is socialist, new world order, liberal world order, Western Economic Forum, right? Davos douche. This is what we're dealing with. That's the new normal, is we're going to continue to put up with this shit. We were told that guns, precisely and specifically the evil, scary looking black rifles, we were told that they're the bad ones. They're bad. Well, guess what, folks? They had a mass murder event in Canada. Guess what the assault weapon was? Was it a handgun? Was it a hunting shotgun? Was it a hunting rifle? No, folks, it was not. It was an assault knife in Canada. 15 people were injured, and out of those 15, 10 died. It was a Canadian mass murder, folks. And guess what? 2 suspects are at large. In other words, the murderers, the mass murderers, were not caught. At least in America, when we have, a mass murder situation, the person is either caught or dead. Well, in Canada, folks, 15 were injured in a mass stabbing event. We need assault knife control in Canada. Poor Canadians. Now they're going to be terrorized, not by guns, which they never really were, but now they are being terrorized by knives. In fact, folks, this is just going to get more ridiculous. It is a tragedy, folks. And this is all part of the new identity politics, the new SHTF normal, right? They want to identify things they don't like, whether it's a person, place, or thing, and make it evil and bad. So that these jackasses, right, can come out and blame the thing to get their political, how do we want to put this? To get their political will just crushed. Everyone's going to be crushed. Now, this is another topic, folks. Identity politics, race baiting, bunch of bullshit. This is incredible, and I want to share it with you right now. And this is why I want you to share these videos with others, because someone might think, if they hear, oh, that prepared mind, that's about prepping. What do I care about prepping? That doesn't affect my life, right? That's why we're touching on all of these topics: knives, electricity, fuel. How about this? This is identity politics. There is a BLM grassroots, right? The BLM grassroots, that is, the people who believe this was somehow going to help them, are accusing the BLM leader, Shalomya Bowers. They're accusing this Shalomya Bowers of stealing $10 million. So what's the response? What's the SHTF new normal response? Well, it's not accept responsibility. It's not explain why things are the way they are. It's to accuse everyone else of something that's not even, right? Get this, Bowers, Shalomya Bowers, is accusing the BLM people who are out there on the street pushing their Marxist crap. She's accusing them of being racist, right? We've got a bunch of critical race theory, anti-white extremists, anti-America extremists are now accusing each other. Now, once again, folks, the reality is leftists, socialists, communists, fascists are so full of hatred, anger, and vitriol that in their quest to get power, they attack everything that they run into. Kind of like we have radical left-wing lesbians that hate the radical left-wing trans crowd, because they say there's no way a man can identify as a woman and understand how bad it is for us, right? So we actually have left attacking left. And here we have anti-white critical race theorists pointing out that their charismatic leader, Shalomya Bowers, right, is a thief, and she calls them a bunch of racists. Unbelievable, but believable, because that's what we get. Lies, misdirection, gaslighting, tons of crap. Now, while we're on this topic, this is incredible, folks. And you can't make this shit up. You can't. This is wonderful. In fact, people I know are so pissed off about Uncle Ben, about Aunt Jemima, right? Even the cream of wheat dude on the cream of wheat box, just because they're black, that makes it racist. How about the Land O'Lakes used to have a female native on there? Well, they kept the lakes and got rid of the native. And when I spoke to Native Americans about that, they're like, yep, typical white people, right? And this isn't a joke. Typical white people, they keep the lake and they get rid of the Indians. That joke was made by Native Americans, folks, even though, but seriously, Land O'Lakes, why? Why would you get rid of iconography? Just like the Washington Redskins are no longer the Redskins, and the stinking Cleveland Indians, right, are no longer the Cleveland Indians. Just a great mascot, right? How about if we go around to every city in America, every county, every state, and remove the Native American names for streets and towns, like Chappaquiddick. Pretty sure that's Native American. Anyways, there's maybe we can erase Hitlery at the same time. And the same goes for everywhere else that white culture's invaded. We can't have the actual native, right? The indigenous peoples have their names and their faces on everything. Anyways, in response to this, and this guy is awesome, Terrence Williams. Oh, he's a Black American. He put his own picture on a box of his own pancake mix. Brilliant. And you can make this up, folks, right? It's awesome. I'm going to buy me some Cousin T's buttermilk pancake mix. Why? Because I bet it's good pancake mix. And in support of Black-owned businesses. I mean, a great friend of mine is like, aren't we supposed to support Black-owned business and minority-owned business and female-owned business? Aren't we supposed to support that? Weren't we told that's important? How the hell are you going to know if it's a Black-owned business unless you see, right, a minority, a woman on the freaking thing, right? Like Betty Crocker, Duncan Hines. Is Duncan a dude or is Duncan a chick? Is Betty a trans man or is Betty a woman? How are we going to know? Right? All the legal disclaimers should be on the box. But I love the fact that Terrence Williams put his picture on a frickin' box of Cousin T's buttermilk pancake mix. Fucking brilliant. I'm buying that stuff, folks. I'm trying to have a low-carb diet as I get older, but I tell you what, Terrence Williams deserves a big shout out. But get this. Facebook labeled his pancake mix as racist. Folks, that is the new SHTF normal. Why can't Terrence Williams be proud of himself, proud of his accomplishments, proud of his hard work, proud of his race, proud of the way he looks, proud of what he is, who he is, and how he got there? Nobody's perfect, but why can't we be proud of the hard work we've done? Right? You guys have seen me, you've seen my No, that's not racist. That's just what I look like. Why is it that Terrence Williams is called a racist for putting his brand logo, his visage, it's ridiculous, folks, but we're going to get more and more of this. More and more of this. More ridiculous stupidity. Labeling that as racist. Labeling any criticism of these left-wing lunatics, right, is hate, right? And then I can't say anything about this, right? I'm going to play Let's Take a Guess. Who's the next contestant on Let's Take a Guess? Well, I mean, is this racist? Is this medical misinformation? Is this right-wing extremism? Well, now, I'm not making fun of the fact that someone died. That's what this is not about. When I say, let's take a guess, right? What we're doing is we're pointing at the inability to tell the truth by the mainstream media, by the medical media, by the medical experts, by government bureaucracy. A senior defensive lineman from Ouachita Baptist University in Arkansas. A senior defensive lineman, a college player. This dude, football player, dead. Died suddenly on Sunday. He collapsed and died. Take a guess why. We're not going to get the truth, folks. We're not going to get it. We're seeing super athletes die. Looking at this guy, young, he's going to a Baptist college, so you know he's smart. He looks intelligent, carries himself very well. Clark Yarbrough is his name, and it's a tragedy that he's died. I can take a big fat guess as to what caused this, and it saddens me. But yeah, let's take a guess. It couldn't be, right, more lies from the mainstream media, more lies from the experts, from the medical media. They're not even the real medical people anymore, folks. It's just lies. Lies. I mean, let's do this. Let's stay down that road. Right? Embalmers. Who and what are embalmers? Embalmers are people who have what most would consider a macabre job. Right? Right. But there's almost 8 billion people on the planet, and they're all going to die. We're just living creatures in imperfect bodies, and we end up dying. So we need embalmers, people who prepare the dead for burial or whatever ceremony or end of their life happens. So embalmers remove all of the fluids out of our body and replace it with embalming fluid, so you look relatively normal. Embalmers are saying, we've never seen this before. And it's like, how come all of a sudden people in the medical industry, people in the embalming world, the world of medicine and death and life, they're saying, we've never seen this before. They're finding long, rubbery clots inside corpses, dead people. Long, rubbery clots. What do we call that? We call it, well, that's what you get when you take the clot shot. Long, rubbery clots. Well, the media won't say what it is, because that's the new normal. The SHTF normal is to deny what has been just shoved down everyone's throats. That's right, folks, the Jim Jones juice. The cerveza bug, folks, people got cerveza bug and, well, they lost their sense of smell. Some of them lost their sense of taste. Some of them had, flu-like symptoms. Imagine that, flu-like symptoms from the flu. But the long, rubbery clots, folks, that didn't happen until the Jim Jones juice. Never seen before, but we're just going to pretend like we're mystified. We have no idea where that came from. Gee whiz, we have no idea. Unfreaking believable, folks. That is the SHTF normal. They're going to continue to deny that it is political decisions which have caused us all of this pain and suffering in our economy. The cost of energy, the availability of food is going to go down, down, down. Why? Because fertilizer is tied to oil and energy, and you've got to put that energy into the ground to make it produce more fruit, more food, right? To feed all 8 billion people on this planet. They want to deny it, folks. That's right. They want to lie to us right to our faces. Oh, yeah, we don't understand what's going on. Yeah, it's racist to be who you are. Unbelievable. It's going to get worse, right? Violence is not about guns, folks. Violence is violence, and anything can be used to create acts of violence. The use of weapons in self-defense of self, family, nation, that is an inalienable right. They want to take that. They want to lie about that, folks. SHTF is all about their lies, not my lies, not your lies. Right? And there's so much more, folks. There's so much more here, right? You want new normal? You want the SHTF normal? Well, get this, right? There was another attempted robbery at a jewelry store in California. Guess what happened? A gunfight. A gunfight at the OK Corral. No, a gunfight between store owner and the robbers, the thieves, who just want to smash and grab and go in. Well, guess what? They got shot at. People having to stick up for and stand up for their own rights and the rights of others, the protection of themselves and their property. That's the new normal. That's the SHTF normal that has been caused by Democrats in cities and Democrats at the state level and Democrats in Washington, D.C. and their ilk, other social fascists in D.C. and in Europe and in corporate power using their money, right? Like Mr. Zark Muckerberg, that little turd who wants to use his power to silence Terrence Williams and call what he's doing, selling his pancake mix with his face, as racist. Right? We're not allowed to use spokesmen anymore. We're not allowed to be proud of ourselves. Nope. The new normal is something very evil, folks. That's why it's the SHTF normal now. They want to make it permanent, folks. They don't want us to go back to the way it was, where you could go fill up your car with gas at a reasonable cost and fill up your refrigerator at a reasonable cost and go where you want and dress how you want and look how you want without it being wrong or racist or politicized. But everything is now identity politics. Everything is now, folks, ESG, environmental social governance. Everything now is supposed to be woke, but it's backfiring on them. But folks, because they live the lie and they believe the lie and they create the lie, they don't want to admit their fault. Let's blame Russia and Russian propaganda. Let's blame China, right? Let's blame anyone but ourselves, say the people in power. That means that we can expect to have a whole lot more of SHTF because they don't want to admit they're wrong when they're wrong. They want to see you and me and everyone pushing electric vehicles around, trying to find a place to charge them. We're going to end up, folks, on bicycles and skateboards, pedaling ourselves around. That's what's going to happen if this continues for another 5 years. And they like it. They think it's cute. You on a bike while they are in their Bentleys. You on a skateboard while they are in their private jets. There's always going to be enough fuel for them, folks, and there'll always be enough food for them. For us, 18th century, for us, bugs for dinner. That's right. They want you and me to have bugs for dinner. Here's what I have to say. Cockroaches for dinner? Hell no. Not going to happen, folks. Hell no. But that's what they want for us. I tell you what, folks, chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours. Godspeed. Semper Fi. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be another one of those days. Tomorrow's going to be another one of those days, right? 0 dark 30. I'm going to bust out of the bunker. Have to go make a living just like everyone else, just like you. I always have, right? We've all got to make a living, right? While these people at the top find new ways to give us SHTF normality. Get prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, and a plan. You've got to have that together, folks, for that world around you, that you're this dot, bam, 10-mile radius around you. That's where you, right, need to have your plan set for. And they're going to make it worse and hard, right? We could have some fine BLMing, some burning, looting, and murdering coming up if they wish, if they need it. We could have false flags. We're going to have one hell of an election coming up. Politics is off the hook. Is Trump going to be arrested? Oh, they're calling for it, folks. Some are saying, no, wait till after the election to arrest Trump, to demoralize people, right? This is unbelievable what's happening. Folks, right now, the dark state, the deep state in Washington, D.C., in Davos, Switzerland, in London, they're scheming and they're plotting. and they have plans, and they will enact them. Whether you like it or not, whether you're ready for it or not, they're going to have these plans, folks. So you need to be prepared ahead of time. That's why we have the preparedmind.club. And I want to thank you guys for coming here and watching on the preparedmind.club and subscribestar.com. You guys be cool. Be safe. Semper Fi. God bless America.